Well, it's early April and I am in the middle of nowhere in the north woods of northern Minnesota, and I am looking for moose paddles. Got my lucky old Milwaukee hat on, and I have had some success. So if you stick around, I'll show you what I found. It's about 9 a.m. on April 1st, and it's 19 degrees out, and we're on our way in. Got Bob ahead of me in boots with his bell on. Pulled out all the stops, put my lucky old Milwaukee hat on. We got a little bit more snow in the woods here than we care to see, but hopefully when we get back to where we're going, it won't be quite as bad as where it is in the shade here. So, onward and inward. Well, I've been walking for about an hour and a half. I've got myself back in there a couple miles. I think I'm on the right track, literally. There's a moose track going through the swamp here. And I actually want to get to the other side of a beaver pond right down there. So, almost looks like he or she was bleeding a little as they were walking along there from whatever. But it's a big track. Got my whole hand down inside there, and that's only been from a couple days ago here because the snow's only been here for so long. Came across some more fresh, these are like fresh tracks like today, and there's kind of blood. Blood everywhere. I'm starting to wonder if I should be a little nervous here. You're bleeding pretty good. I don't know what happened. It's kind of tracks all over, so I think I'm in the right area. Could be a good spot to pick up a shed here. I found one 3 years ago, kind of in this brushy patch, about 400 yards that direction. So I thought I heard something rustling through here. It could have been that moose. But yeah, he's kind of got a pretty good blood trail. Wonder what the deal is with him. Hope I never find out. It's about 12:30, and I finally stopped to sit down, grab a bite to eat, get a drink of water. It's 27 degrees now. That's the first time I needed to take a drink of water today, which is kind of remarkable. And it's not that hot. You just don't get that thirsty. Bob radioed me, I don't know, hour and a half ago. He said Boots dug up thinks it's a 1-year-old moose antler out of the snow. Never would have found it, he said, if it wasn't for Boots. Boots smelled it and dug it out of the fresh snow. It sounds like it was completely buried. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. Myself, I haven't found anything. I found those tracks, lots of browse, a really nice moose pasture that had like 3 or 4 rubs in one spot. I was really surprised I haven't seen anything or found anything in there. I don't know what the deal is with that spot. I've gone to it like 3 or 4 times now and just have never found a shed, so maybe I should quit going there, but it just always looks so good. 5.9 miles so far, and I will probably do another 5 to 6 miles before the day's over here. Probably 4 miles from the car. I think I'm going to spend a couple hours in this area just because it's kind of got the right habitat. And then I'll work my way back and maybe connect with Bob before we get back to the car. So I really hope to find something today and come out of here not empty-handed. We will see. Well, you'll notice I have a different hat on, different shirt on. It's actually April 4th, April Fool's Day. Made a fool out of me. I didn't find any sheds. Put 10.1 miles on that day. Bob put 11 point something on. He found that one. It was a year old, but it was a real nice, heavy, dark, good definition. Lots of lines in that moose shed. It was a good one. And then I went and spent a couple days in Duluth with my family. Got a few hours on the North Shore looking for agates. Found a whole bunch of small ones and a couple of other neat, interesting rocks. And then made my way back up this afternoon and jumped in the woods in a different location with Bob. And right now I am at, let's see how many miles I've got on here. I'll have to check. I'm probably about 5 miles or so. And finally, I got a moose antler over here. So I'm going to switch it to the other screen and walk over towards it. Spotted it from right about here, and it's in the sun right there. It doesn't look real big, but it's a moose antler, no doubt. I am so relieved to finally break the ice. It was a year since I found that last one, the whitetail shed. And it would look like a whitetail shed. I can't tell if that's fresh or not. It sure looks like it. It's not big. A little bit of chew. Whoops, a little bit of chew on it here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, wrong way. There we go. I'll take it. There's, let's see, 19, I'm at about 24 miles. I'm looking for shed number 2 this year. It was 45 miles before I found my first whitetail antler. And boy, this is, it's not big, but it's pretty rewarding. So I'm gonna radio Bob. Got a copy there, Bob?
Yeah.
I'm on the board.
Oh, great. What'd you find?
It's a small one, kind of like the one that you found there. I don't know if it could be the other side or not. This is the right side, but it's about the same size, but just like the one you found when I was gone. Was it yesterday?
I'm glad somebody broke the ice. Good.
Yeah, and I'm going around that knob that you told me about there, you know, about as far north, and the further around I get, the better the sign got, and all of a sudden there it was.
Okay, we'll pick up a couple more.
All right, same to you. Let's go out of here with a few.
That'd be great.
All right, it's now the next day. Back to my good luck old Milwaukee hat. I ended up walking about 10 miles. Same with Bob yesterday. We found an older one on the way out. I'll maybe put a picture of that up right now. But it seems that my old Milwaukee hat has paid off. I got a real nice brown, fresh moose paddle right there in the brush. I haven't walked up to it yet. So I'm going to flip the camera around and do the same thing as I did yesterday. Okay, it is right there. In that line of snow right there. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I know it's fresh and it looks pretty good sized. Medium, at least. Brown as can be. Oh, it's kind of small, but man, is that a beautiful dark brown antler. That is a treasure. Oh my goodness. Nice looking tines. Fork brow. Oh, wow. Wow. That is so great. I am so pumped. That is just, it's an absolute treasure. All right, I'm going to pick it up here. Look at that dark, wow. Look at how dark that is on the backside. What an awesome find. Oh, I'm not going to have any problem carrying this out. Let's see how far we are back in here right now. 5 miles back, right on the head. And it's 5 miles straight in from where we parked. So I'll have an easy 10 miles on today. Well, I hope I can find the other side here. Well, I'm going to pack this up and keep looking. So I'm on my way out. I'm about to fill up my water bottle for the 5th time today. I got the Coleman purification tablets here. Some nice looking beaver pond water. That'll do the trick. Well, it's 4 o'clock. I'm back at the truck. I just found the one really nice chocolate antler there. It's about 70 degrees, so yeah, went through a lot of water today. 10.7 miles today. We started out at 9:30 in this spot. It's the last day. That's it for me. Probably all done moose paddle hunting for the spring. I lost contact with Bob 3 hours ago, maybe 4 hours ago. It was around maybe noon or 1, so I hope he's all right. Don't know if he didn't have anything at the time when I spoke to him last, so I won't know what he's got until he gets out here, and I hope it doesn't take him too long, and I hope everything's fine. So if he's got anything special to show you, I'll make sure I capture that on video here when he comes out. I ended up going home, but Bob and Boots stuck around and ended up going out in the woods the next day. And they actually ended up finding 3 antlers, and I'll post the pictures of those 3 antlers here right now. I wasn't ready to give up yet. It's April 15th. Bob and I came up again last night, stayed the night, and I wanted to get back in there and see if I could find the other side of that mocha freshie, I call it. So we were home for about 10 days and came back and jumped in the river this morning with the canoe. Did a lot of canoeing, some portaging, some more canoeing. And instead of walking, 3 or 4 or 5 miles to get back to the same spot, we canoed in. So kind of had strong legs when we got going. I've been walking for about 2 hours and came across a lot of sign, a lot of pellets, a lot of rubs. Found an old skull and just had kind of a neat encounter with a spruce grouse. He let me get to about 10 feet away. And went another 50 yards from that grouse, and I got an antler right there. It's not fresh, but it looks pretty good sized. It's right there. Actually, it looks like a pretty good one. I can see that it's chewed up a little bit already, but quite a bit. Well, it was a decent sized paddle though. Look at that. I'll take a quick look around for the other side here. I don't see it in the immediate vicinity, but that's probably a 4-year-old paddle, maybe 3 years old. Oh, that's pretty cool though. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. All right, not walking out of here with it. Walking and canoeing out of here with nothing, so and I'll take that any day. Be glad to pack that paddle out. It's still actually, pedicle looks in pretty good shape, but yeah, it's been chewed on some. It's been stepped on. All right, here we go. Boy, that was, I'd say, on the large side. God, if I'd have been here 2 or 3 years ago. It's a pretty cool paddle. He's got some pretty awesome points. Yeah, these kind of lost his brown on the backside too, but I'm happy. No skunk today. It's about 15 minutes later, and I got an old deer antler laying in there, and it looks like, boy, it has a long beam. Points are down, so maybe it's not all chewed up underneath. Yeah, back out a little bit. Pull it out here. Oh, it is chewed all the heck. Darn. That would have been a good find too a few years ago. Like 10. But we don't find much for whitetail around here, and we don't see much sign either anymore. Well, I have to decide whether I'm going to carry that out. I'm thinking no.